So it's been a minute. It has been many months since I've last posted on this channel. Oopsie, my bad. I have reasons, and that's basically what this video is about. Where to begin? Okay, so first of all, I want to start all of this by saying I really try my best when I make my videos to share my life, but also not like share my life. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm a very open, heart on my sleeve type person, but I'm also very hyper aware of the fact that the internet is forever. And there are ramifications to saying anything or talking about anybody. And I especially know this because, well, I work in entertainment and I work for YouTubers, and I have been doing that for the last 5 some years. So I, among anyone, should know better than to make those types of mistakes. All that to say, I went through a breakup, and that's kind of the main reason why you haven't heard from me. Not because I'm like upset or anything. No, truly just because that person was in pretty much all of the videos that I was working on and planning on posting, and now I'm not sure what to do with the things I made, the things that I was actively making, because I have like a pretty big policy of like my private life is mine, but also it's hard to like not show someone on camera when you're traveling and you're traveling together. I had like these 2 travel vlogs, the Boston vlog, which I've talked about before, and then I also went to Universal Fan Fest night for the Scooby-Doo attraction there. As we all know, I'm a big Scooby-Doo fan. If you haven't seen my many episodes on Good Mythical More, you can watch those. But yeah, so because I did all these things with this person and then we broke up, I stopped editing them because, well, I didn't want to look at it, but also like I didn't know what to do with it. So that's kind of like a big reason why you haven't heard from me. The main reason. Everything I had, I felt weird posting. And if I do end up deciding to post those things, I need to edit the hell out of them because, yeah, I want to respect my privacy, this person's privacy, but also like this channel's about me, okay? This is my life, my YouTube channel. Like the fact that I even have to sit here and be like, this happened, so now like this is why I haven't been posting, because I don't know how to like handle going about these videos that I had lined up for months. That's kind of annoying. So I think all this to say, I've just learned, I was already trying, but I think I've really learned now to not show other people when I do these types of things, or if I'm gonna do these things, to not take someone that I could potentially break up with and then not be able to make a video out of it, even though that was the whole point of the video, was to make a video. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I feel so cringe even having to be like, I went through a breakup. That's not even like what it's about. It's just about like, I don't know, privacy things. Second, since you last heard from me, I got a promotion. That was like the big news. However many months ago I posted that. And although I love what I'm doing and I much prefer this over video editing and I do not regret taking the job one bit, I won't lie. Like it's a title upgrade, it's more responsibilities. Your girl just be tired. I am doing more and that's cool, but then also I come home and I'm like, but I don't want to do anything else except watch TV, make dinner, and go to bed. So, you know, I have been slacking a little bit on the whole YouTube front, and for that I apologize. But also I would like to say thank you so much. I saw we hit like 300 subscribers a few days ago, or like maybe it was before that. I just saw it a couple days ago. And I think that was my push to really be like, okay, I gotta come back and I got to speak to the people. My people. Hello. Hi. Welcome back. Yada, yada, yada. I didn't even do my intro. Who gives a shit? If you can't tell, I'm kind of just like all over the place. Yeah, so I haven't posted in a while just because like the breakup, I've been tired from work. And then also in terms of like the school updates, which is kind of the main reason why I even post as much as I do, or want to post as much as I should, if that's how to say that. It's also because I sort of had a realization this semester that I was setting my expectations for myself a little too high, especially in terms of workload, I think is something that I really came to terms with. And so over the summer, I sort of just let myself slow the fuck down. I didn't even bother to do like a little update video for you guys because truly I was just like, let me just focus on the new job that I have where I'm learning an entirely new skill set, but also just like living my life. I love YouTube. This is always and forever will be my favorite #1 hobby, but also sometimes you need breaks from your hobbies because sometimes you need different hobbies or you just like need to turn off that burner and turn the other burner on high. Does this make sense? I don't know. Yeah, so it's just been a really busy time in my life, and sorry that I went away for so long. Trying not to do that again. Speaking of which, I know we were on like a bi-monthly cadence. I'm probably gonna drop that down to once a month, unless there is a month where I just really feel the creative gods bless me from on above and I have the urge to do 2 and have the capability of doing 2, then I'll do 2 videos. But for now, I think it's safe to say expect a video from me probably at the end of each month. It'll be a mixed bag of check-ins and travel vlogs because I'd be doing a lot of traveling. That's the other thing too. I'd be traveling. I want to be able to like live my life and then like be a little more selective with what I choose to vlog when I'm like doing the vlogs. Just be a little more selective, be a little more cognizant of like who I'm showing on camera, what I'm showing on camera, what I'm doing, yada yada yada. You get it. I hope you get it. Sorry if you don't. Yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. Like I said, I kind of, with school especially, I realized I really had to slow down. So initially I was aiming for 1 class a month at least, and I was hoping to do 8 in this semester that I'm currently in. And then I got to a point between going through a breakup, getting a job promotion, just like life being life, and just a lot of stuff going on in my personal life. It kind of just made me realize like I can slow down. I don't need to rush so much, even though like the thought of graduating by December would be super slay and I don't want to be in school anymore. I think also a lot of that is just like making me feel like there's so much on my plate. Oh, because the other thing that happened while I was gone and was kind of part of the reason why I was already slowing down my cadence before I just stopped posting altogether was I was reached out to do my first ever brand deal, and I had initially agreed, and then one thing led to another, and I had to essentially decide to back away from the brand deal because I was putting more emphasis on that than I was my own schoolwork, which was sort of ironic because the whole brand deal was because I'm a student who also works full time. So, not gonna like say what the brand was or what it was for. No ill will. We were very much on like cordial terms, and that was fine. I just realized I had too much on my plate and I just needed to like say that out loud. And this is me sharing that with you, saying it out loud. But yeah, I've just realized that I need to slow my roll a lot, especially because like, I still have other things to take care of, like my apartment, cleaning, I had a lot of travel plans over the summer. Just a lot of things going on. My cousin just got married. That was like, I had to go all the way back to Tennessee for that. So I just be all over the place. I'd be doing a lot of things, but I just want to make sure that I'm prioritizing actual rest for myself because that's really important. Because if you don't rest, then you burn out and then you want to cry and vomit in a hole. And that's not good. Don't do that. Take a break. Hey, just take a break. I've kind of just let myself go down to like the bare minimum of classes this semester. So I'm only aiming for 4. I'm in my 4th one. I have a couple more weeks before the semester's over. Could I have done more? Sure. But I didn't want to. So I didn't. Next semester would have been my last semester, which would have been like September to March of 2027. But yeah, no, I'm not gonna try to do like 12 classes in 6 months. I don't know about you guys, but that sounds miserable to me. So I'm gonna aim for like 4 or 5, and then I will just be in school for 1 more semester after that. And I genuinely think I will be done by this time next year, if not sooner. If I can stick to like 5 classes this semester, then I should. I think I only have like 4 more after that. Maybe 6? No, it might be like 5 and 5. Or if I do like 6 this next semester, it'll be 4 the next. It's something like that. But it's very much giving like, I'll probably be done by summer, like beginning of summer next year. So I'm not too worried. The only thing about that is I was like looking at my student portal because, I start school in a couple weeks, like the next semester. And it looks like I'm not getting any more financial aid, which sucks. So gonna keep tabs on that. We're gonna see what's going on there. I might have to start paying for school again, which is like $4,000 every 6 months, and I only have 2 more left, so that'd be $8,000 total. Not great, not the worst, but not great. So I gotta figure out what's going on there. But all that to say, I do intend to graduate by this time next year because I don't want to spend more money than that. Because money, I don't want to spend it. That's gross. That's disgusting. Don't want to do that. But yeah, that's where I've been. That's how life is. You know, just a classic, I'm in my PJs, hair's a mess, haven't even washed my face yet type videos. I just felt really bad not telling you guys like where I've been or what I've been up to, especially because like, again, I saw that we had 300 subscribers, and that's crazy because that was my goal for like the end of the year, and we're only like halfway through the year, maybe a little bit past halfway, but basically halfway through the year. That's wild. So thank you so much for being here. I promise I will post again at least once a month for the rest of the year. I have my production schedule. We're moving things around. Yeah. Wow. Crazy. Okay. Anyways, that's all I have in my head. So I'm gonna go. Love you the most. Thank you so much. Bye.